Sup, bros? Welcome to A Kitchen!
So much yum.
Today, we're going to be taking a burger journey. A trip from the simplest of backyard rendezvous to the highest height of culinary delight. Hopefully, we can make a meal that Coconut will deem an acceptable offering. But let's start with the basics. A good old level 1 burger. These are the burgers that my dad made and that I grew up eating. I'm just going to make one marginal modification to the method a bit later on. To start, I'm going to need 80% lean ground beef. I prefer the Angus stuff. It really tastes better than whatever stuff you can find on the rack. I'm going to form a ball, and I can't stress enough here not to overwork the meat. You don't want it to get all dense and chewy. Now that I have some nice little meatballs, not meatballs, but balls of meat, we'll save meatballs for another episode, I'm going to season them on the outside with salt and pepper. Notice, outside only. The salt will denature some of the proteins of the beef, which we don't want. This is a decently fatty grind at 20% fat, so it can take a decent amount of salt. Here's where I'm going to deviate from my dad's tried and true recipe. He was always a master of the grill and always grilled his, but in order to get a deeper crust, I have a cast iron skillet heated to at least 420 degrees Fahrenheit. Now, some people call this a smash burger, but around here we call it a flat Stanley. Put it on the grill and smash it down like it's Waluigi and your Bowser in Mario Party 5. Doing it this way ensures that we get maximum surface contact with our hot pan to allow for the most flavor development possible. As soon as I flip, I squish again and slice some cheddar on top. Removing them from the pan, I flip the pan over to create a little oven to finish melting the cheese and keep them warm. When we're ready to serve, I'm putting the pan back on heat and using the grease from the burgers to toast up the bun. Once the buns are toasty, it's time to dress. Putting mayo on the bottom keeps the bottom bun from getting soggy. Then it's 2 patties with ketchup, lettuce, tomato, and onion. What can make a more perfect dad burger? This will make your local neighborhood indoor barbecue proud.
Can I just take a bite right out of the middle?
I need a burger. I'm a dad.
That is a dad burger. Have another bite?
That's really good.
Well, I'm a dad. I like this burger. Now, if this is being served up at a family pool party, you know?
Dad approved.
Maybe slap a little guacamole on there.
What?
That'd be good.
You just wait for level 2, buddy.
Oh my gosh. Guacamole on level 2, I'm okay with that.
Level 2 is getting the Southwestern treatment, and nothing screams that louder than Chipotle and guacamole.
I'm okay with that.
But let's start with the patty. The only thing better than meat is bacon. So naturally, I have to mix some finely chopped bacon into our patty. For good measure, I'm adding chili powder and orange juice. Remember to mix them very gently. We don't want to overwork the ground beef and make meat mush. Salt and pepper make a perfect crust for our little patties, and these boys are getting more of a traditional burger treatment than level 1. They're hitting the grill. They won't get the same crust as the smash burgers, but they will certainly get those tasty grill marks and lightly charred flavor. To know when they're ready to flip, I look for little pools of water on top of the patties. Once the juices start puddling up, they're ready to flip. I didn't add cheese to these ones, but if you want to, I would add it here and would recommend some kind of jack cheese. Pepper jack, Monterey jack, maybe even Colby jack. But now that our burgers are made, we need to get them topped up. I know I promised guacamole earlier, so here it is. Avocado, finely diced onion, finely minced garlic, cilantro, salt, and lime juice. Or if you want to make a more authentic Mexican guacamole, the recipe is as follows. Aguacate, cebolla finamente picada, ajo triturado, cilantro picado, sal, y el juguito de un limón. I like to do it by hand since it really allows me to connect more personally with the food. Let's be honest. Because it allows me to skip finding and washing another dish. And it's quick and easy. Even easier is the chipotle that I promised earlier. We can make something by hand, but let's be real here. It's just level 2. Sweet Baby Ray's Chipotle barbecue sauce will do just swimmingly. The rest of the assembly is just as easy. Toasted buns with a light coating of mayo on the bottom piece to prevent sogging, patties,
I have pineapple.
Chipotle barbecue sauce, lettuce, tomato, and a healthy layer of guacamole. Be sure to lay it on thick. Avocados are supposed to be good for you, you know.
That's a thick boy right there.
He's almost as thick as me. I can't show you.
You're not going to show us how thick you are?
You guys want to see? Okay.
Wow. Dang. That's actually really, really good.
There's a lot of stuff going on in here, and I love all of it.
The pineapple actually adds like super good flavor that goes super well with it, which I did not expect.
Savory, tangy, fresh.
all the flavors go well together. It's like a continuous flavor of goodness, you know what I mean?
Colin's moving in.
They stopped. They put him down.
I know, they put him down, so Colin's ready to move in. Yeah, finish off Emmy's plate.
Right, I can make this. I can make this. And I'm like 8 years old.
Level 3 is going to be a little more culinary. We're taking a bit of a roundabout approach to Burger Town. Our patties are going to be made of 3 parts: ground beef stuffed with smoked pears and coated in fried prosciutto. To start off, I'm going to halve and smoke some au jus pears. Fortunately, we had the smoker going for some ribs anyway, so it was just a matter of tetrising them in onto the little rack. I have here a nice big piece of prosciutto for mincing up. For those of you unfamiliar with prosciutto, it's kind of like better ham.
We're gonna put the ham in hamburger.
This minced better ham is going to meet our hot, lightly oiled skillet for a quick sear and then get set aside. I'm forming our patties a little extra large to make them easier to stuff. To assemble, I slice each one open, insert some thinly sliced smoked pears, and seal it back up, coating in the prosciutto crumbles. Don't forget to salt and pepper the outside. These are getting the grill treatment as well, but I'm making sure that the grill isn't much above 500 when I'm doing it, since our burgers are so thick, I don't want them to be charred on the outside and cold on the inside. But a burger is only as good as the sum of its parts, so we are going to painstakingly prepare each individual part. Homemade balsamic mayo was achieved by whisking salt, sugar, egg yolk, and a tablespoon of balsamic vinegar together before slowly dripping in some vegetable oil. Once the mixture forms the emulsion we need, we can keep drizzling oil until we use about half of it, and then we can slowly incorporate the remaining 2 teaspoons of balsamic vinegar and the rest of the oil. I topped this off with a 1/4 cup of olive oil at the end for its nice flavor. Season with plenty of black pepper and set aside. Mayo needs a few hours to mature. These burgers are going to need cheese, but Coconut said that simply slicing cheese wouldn't do it for her today, so I'll be preparing her a cognac goat cheese sauce. It starts like most sauces with a roux, and then I add in a healthy splash or 2 of cognac.
It's okay. Do something?
Looks like it broke. Let's try again.
You're sneaking it. It's hot.
He's cooking.
There we go, that's better. Obviously, I got the VSOP and not just the plebeian VS. The VSOP is way more OP. And I follow it up with a little bit of soft goat cheese, whisking it all together to make a beautifully simple, amazingly aromatic, sharp yet creamy, smooth yet piquant cheese sauce for our Coconut's burger.
Can I smell?
Yeah, it's a bit boozy, but we'll leave it there for now.
Oh, it smells really yummy. It smells really good. That's gonna be yummy.
The last part of the burger that we have to craft is the one that Coconut didn't ask for, but that I wanted for my own sample, and that's onion rings.
Onion rings? I didn't know you were making onion rings.
The onion rings are going in the burger.
Ooh.
I came up with that one. And I don't even like onion rings, but
What the?
smart.
Nothing special here, just big ol' rings of sweet onion, dredged in salt, baking soda, and flour, dipped in an egg, flour, and milk batter, coated in panko breadcrumbs, and fried at 350 until the bubbles settle down, the onions are tender, and the batter is crispy crusty. To assemble these masterpieces, we're using a nice toasted brioche bun. Balsamic mayo go on the top and bottom, followed by the stuffed patty smothered in goat cheese, topped with spring mix, and a beefy onion ring or 2. But is it any good?
It is. The sound of her eating it was a little bit.
To grab the burger.
Oh, okay. That went down. What the heck? Coconut, you're seeing the whole thing right now.
You just want to suck the ketchup off? Yum.
That's good with some crispiness from the onion.
Good flavors.
Get more of that sauce.
And you're still getting hit with some savory like oils and flavors from the burger.
But it's completely out of the blue for what you think a burger would taste like.
It's like not even a burger at this point. It's ascended.
Coconut, was that yummy? Was that yummy?
After seeing everything that like happened into making that, finally being able to take a bite, even though I did like none of the work. I was like, oh, finally.
All right, level 3 approved.